I had a 6-year addiction to porn. I did it every single day. I felt like a loser. I just didn't like myself because why would I? Was watching porn every day. And every single time I got an urge, I had to watch it. Okay? You're probably thinking, well, obviously. Well, that brings me to point number one. Just because you get an urge to jack off does not mean you need to go watch porn. Right? Just because you get horny doesn't mean you need to go and use that energy. You've probably never been told that before. You're probably a bit confused. Like, what do you want me to do with it? You don't need to. If you were training a fat guy to lose some weight and he got hungry, what would you say to him? Would you say, oh, okay, let's get him some food. What do you anything you want? Yeah, is that enough? No. You'd be like, well, you're fat. You can have your meal in a few hours. You don't need any food right now. What's going to happen if you don't eat for a few hours? He's fat. What's going to happen if he doesn't eat for a few months? Nothing. He'll get healthy. Right? So when you get horny and you really want to watch porn, you don't actually need to. If you get a bone or whatever, you don't need to watch porn. Like, there's literally, if you don't watch it, you'll feel a bit uncomfortable. Are you going to die? Something bad's going to happen? No, you're just not going to watch it. So what do you do with that energy? Okay, because it's sexual energy. You can either stay there and do nothing with it and probably fail and relapse, or you can use it. Go to the gym, use the energy up that you would have used for watching porn, come back home and you don't have an urge anymore because the energy's gone. You can't create or destroy energy, you just use it, right? So when you get an urge to watch porn, just see it as energy that you could use for anything. You could use it to watch porn, but you could use it to work on your business. You could use it to go to the gym. It's not like a specific energy, or this is sexual energy. No, it's energy. So either use it to jack off like a loser, or use it in the gym and make progress towards your goals. Point is, just because you get horny does not mean you need to go jack off. Just enjoy the experience of feeling like that. Okay? Because it's a better feeling than feeling depleted after you've watched porn, felt like a loser, and just done nothing productive. The next point is, how do you overcome urges? Okay? What's the best way? I can guarantee you this is the most effective way on the internet, whatever what people want to say. It is. I've tried breathing, I've tried meditating, the sexual energy through my whole body, right? I can't do that. I don't know what that means. I'm not a monk. I've tried using willpower, which is a big one that people use. Well, what's the problem with using willpower? Well, let's imagine we get a big urge to watch porn in the morning, whenever. Our willpower starts there for the day. Half an hour of resisting porn, we've got no willpower left because it drains. People seem to think your willpower, your discipline lasts forever. But it doesn't. Right? That's stupid. Okay? If it did, we'd all have discipline up here 24/7. We'd all have the motivation to become rich and everyone would be millionaires. But no, discipline, it runs out. Motivation, willpower, it all runs out. So if you spend 30 minutes resisting a porn urge, you're just ruining your willpower for the day. So then when it gets to here, you're going to relapse because you've run out of discipline. You've run out of your mental battery to resist porn. So your willpower's here, right? You just jacked off in the morning and your willpower stays there for the rest of the day. So the chance of you watching porn again another 3 times, or scrolling, or playing video games is so much higher because you've drained your willpower. That's why using willpower is arguably the worst thing you can do because it drains and it's going to affect the rest of your day once it's at 0. So what's the best way to overcome it? Action. Action always solves urges, right? You get an urge in bed as soon as you wake up, get up and move. Simple as that. Because if you stay in bed where you're used to watching porn in, you know what you're telling your brain? Hey brain, look, I'm in bed. I usually watch porn in this place at this time. I'm horny. We're going to watch porn. That's what your brain's thinking. You can't blame it. So it's going to help you. It's going to be like, all right, cool. I'll make you more horny so you can enjoy it. Right? Your brain's not thinking, oh, he's using discipline. Okay, fair enough. No. It's like, oh, he's in bed. Wants to watch porn. He usually watch it at this time. Like, you can't blame your brain. But if you got up and move and decided to go for a walk, before you've even put your shoes on to leave, the urge is already gone, 90%. That is how powerful it is. Go and try it. Because your brain knows, oh, he's leaving the bed. He's going out to go for a walk or whatever, right? He doesn't need an erection. He's going to the gym. I don't want him to have a boner there. It's weird, right? He's going for a walk. He doesn't need to have this sexual energy around him. Let's just convert that into testosterone, to energy, so he has a good workout, so he has a good walk, whatever. It's that simple. All you're doing is letting your brain be on your side. By getting up and moving, you're effectively saying, hey brain, I'm not watching porn, I'm doing something else, help me with that instead. And your brain's like, oh, cool, right? Because you go for a walk after that, you don't have a boner after that, it's weird. Before you've even put your shoes on to leave, it's 90% gone, okay? That is the most effective way to overcome urges. Changing environment. If you're used to watching porn in your bedroom, if you go to a forest nearby, right, you don't know jack off there, are you? But if you stay in your bedroom, you're going to use your willpower. It's a familiar environment and you're going to fail. That's why staying there is the worst thing you can do. That's why action and moving is the best thing you can do. Now, one more tip I'll give you is change your identity. If we ask you yourself now, if we ask your brain to describe you, it would say, he's trying to quit porn, he's struggling, it's kind of hard, but he's trying, you probably think, oh, that's good, you're trying to quit porn. No, you should be the guy who's already quit porn. Even though you've not, right? I know you're still addicted, but tell your brain you've already quit. Tell your brain porn is weird, it's gay, it's boring, you have no interest in watching it, and you just don't like it. I know it's not true. Even if porn is the most amazing thing in your life, just tell your brain that you find it boring and weird and gay, which it is. You watch another man be with a chick, right? It's gay. Just tell your brain that, even if it's not true, even if you don't believe it at first, because this is not an overnight fix, by the way. But if you tell your brain that 1,000 times, that you find porn boring, eventually, after a month, 2 months, 3 months, you're going to wake up, get the urge to watch porn, and then your brain's going to have caught up. It's going to be like, I want to watch that. I've not watched that in ages. It's gay. It's weird. Even if you watched it the night before, your brain's thinking, I don't watch porn. It's weird. It's gay. What are we doing? I'm not watching that. Okay? It's not an overnight fix. Okay? But after a few months of doing this, just do it every morning. Tell yourself you don't like porn. Eventually, your brain will catch up and your brain will actually be like, oh, he must not like porn. He said it so many times. I'm bored of him saying it. He must just not like porn. Okay? And then it catches up. Then you get an urge to watch porn, but your brain's already caught up and it's thinking, well, I don't want to watch that. I don't like it. It's weird. I've got no desire to watch it. At that point, you may still relapse after that a few times, but it's just updating your identity to someone who doesn't like porn will help you so much more, right? So you may slip up every so often, but the chances of you doing that are so much slimmer because now you're not the guy who's trying to quit. You're the guy who's already quit and doesn't even like it, even if it's not true. Okay, imagine two dudes going to a party. They're both alcoholics. The first guy gets offered a drink. He says, oh, sorry, I'm trying to quit. I'm not drinking tonight, I'm sorry. The second guy gets offered a drink. He's still an alcoholic, and he says, sorry, I don't drink. He does not get pestered for the rest of the night. People are thinking, oh, he's religious, he doesn't like that stuff, fair enough. The first guy, 10 minutes later, gets offered another drink. He's getting spurred on the most, because he's like, oh, go and have a drink, what are you doing? Then he gets the most drunk that night, okay, because he said he's trying to quit. This guy does not drink the whole night. Even though he wanted to, he told his brain, I don't drink. Okay? That's the power of identity shift. Now, one more thing I'll tell you, just as a bonus, because why not? Why do you want to quit? Well, the main reason for me is what I'm going to teach you now. Watching porn turns you into a cook. Right? If you don't know what a cook is, a C-U-C-K, not a chef or anything, a cook is when a man enjoys watching his woman, his wife, his partner, be with another man sexually. I know you're probably confused. You're probably thinking, what is this weirdo talking about? It's true. I don't know, it's a mental condition that men have where they enjoy watching their wife be with another man. Okay? Now, were these men born like that? Did they come out of the womb thinking, oh, when I get a wife, she's going to share her intimate parts? Not with me. I don't deserve that. With another man. And I'm going to watch. Yeah. No, obviously not. His brain has been corrupted by what? Porn. Okay? How? What is porn? It's you in the corner watching porn, wanking over the girl you want, the girl you'd love to sleep with, be with another man. You're cooking yourself. You want to be with her, but you're effectively telling your brain, oh, I can't get her, I'm not good enough. He can get her though. Look at him, wow, he's stronger than me, he's better than me, whatever. He can get her. Is it okay if I watch, guys? Okay, obviously you're not saying this out loud, but that's what your brain's thinking. Your brain's like, why are you not joining in? What are you doing, you weirdo? Right? And eventually, if you do this enough times, your brain just realizes, oh, he's not good enough. He's just only allowed to watch, I guess. He's just not good enough to join in. Cool. And it sounds cringe, but your brain thinks you're a beta now, and he thinks the dude is the alpha. Cringe, gay terms, whatever, but it's the truth. Okay? That's the position you're putting yourself in. You're turning yourself into a cook. And one day, in a year, 5, 10, 20 years, I don't know when, you'll wake up and you'll just get the desire. Okay? I don't know exactly. Thank God I didn't get to that point. But you'll just get a desire for your current or your future wife to be with another man, your girlfriend, whatever, and it's going to excite you, okay? I understand if you don't believe this stuff, you can look it up online, it's the truth. It's what's going to happen if you keep watching porn, keep conditioning and corrupting your brain into believing that is normal and that the woman you want should be with another man. It's not normal. If you've been to a hotel, there's always a chair in the corner facing the bed. It's weird. The cook sits in there, watches his wife be with another man. It's disgusting, so I'll leave you with that. Follow my other tips. Just to recap, change your identity. You've already quit porn and it's gay, it's weird, okay? Action solves urges, so get up and move. And just because you get horny does not mean you need to jack off. And don't be a cook. I hope this helped. Subscribe if it did, and goodbye. By the way, no pressure, but the link under this video is my paid porn quitting course. When you feel like you trust me enough, and if you feel like my free advice has helped you change your life in any way, check that out right now.